You know what the best feeling in this world is? Knowing that really nobody cares that much about you or anything else other than themselves. This is a really freeing thing, and it's taken me forever to sort of realize this, because I've always been really self-conscious, and I've always thought about like, oh golly, I don't know why people are not liking me, or I don't know why there is why people might see me as problematic or anything. The only reason they might actually even consider that, and the only reason that they're considering you, is they simply are just bumping into you, and this bumping is interfering with the things that they are doing. And so as soon as you start realizing that nobody really cares about what you're doing and who you are, it becomes so incredibly freeing as you're doing that. And you stand up and you stand a little bit more taller with the things that you're doing. And as you're doing this, what I'd recommend for you to think about is to just be yourself and know that it doesn't matter what people are going to do and what they're going to say. And the only reason that they really care about the things that you're saying is because it is making them think in a different way, or it's interfering with their own actions, whatever that is. So as you go about your day, make sure that you start thinking, you know what, nobody really does care. Start doing the things that you really want to do and have that courage to actually do it. But here's the thing, is that as you're doing this, know it's going to take a long time, whatever the thing that you're working on. And especially early on, really nobody, zero people are ever going to care about the thing that you're doing. But as time goes on, what they're going to see is that you are passionate about something. And I think that passion about that thing is more appealing than the fact that they don't care about you. And as they start seeing the things that you're doing, and as you start like interacting with them, they're really not caring about you as a person per se, but they're more enamored with the fact that you're pursuing something that you actually want to do. So I'd encourage you to do that. I encourage you to have an attitude where nobody really does care about you, because it's true. They only care about the things that are preventing them from doing something. But also have an attitude where you're okay with who you are. You're pretty cool anyways. And you have to accept that you are pretty cool. And that's a really hard thing, I think, for most of us, is accepting the fact that you're a lot better than what you think you are. We all in our minds, we have there's kind of an interesting problem. It's called information asymmetries. I've never actually thought about it in this way, but it actually applies to the circumstance. And it's actually in economics, has nothing to do with sort of psychology, but there's this idea about the lemons market, where the seller of a product, the seller of something, knows all of the information about stuff, about the thing that they're selling, and they know all of the bad stuff about what's going on. They don't disclose any of that bad stuff to the buyer. Now, it's like you, right? In your own mind, you know that you're messed up. You know all those mistakes. It's like when you actually build a house, or do anything, do any sort of craft, you know where all of the problems are, and then you're all messed up, and you think, oh man, this is terrible. I don't know any of this kind of stuff. I'm a giant disaster. I have all of these problems, and I don't know what to do with myself. But in reality, everybody feels like that, because they have the most amount of information about themselves in their mind. And what you don't see is what everybody else around you is holding back. And once you start thinking about how messed up everybody else is, just like you, that's pretty freeing. And once you start thinking about nobody else cares about you, that's pretty freeing as well. So get out there, do the things that you want to do, and be okay with that. You're pretty awesome at it anyways.